go to YouTube and post this. All right, you ready? No, not ready.
Logo. Topper. Watch the whip. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Leo. Just make these babies cry.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Yeah. Hey, go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Let's go. Look at me, zipper! Be ready! Get it!
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now to the air. Lock. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
Protein spill. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run here with Lindsey. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
61, matchbox lights.
Lock going to try and throw on third down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Let's go one more.
Carr going to throw. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Championships, baby. Check 52. Come through. Hand me. Rush in.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Aitman, complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a carry for Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the Broncos' 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And his pass incomplete.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
They'll run with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Showing me I have a little confidence in them and letting the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Go.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Block now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
What down? You want it? Go Chiefs. Here we go. Here we go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is taken at the 23. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing his lock on third down. Airing it out for Hamilton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
93.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Lock now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down now, it's Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Locke going to throw. And a pressure gets to him again.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Hard. Hey, Alpha.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. And that seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Here's Carr to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It's certainly.
And now here's another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Aikman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Locke gets this to Hamilton, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Locke. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
This team's just trash.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
Right here.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Undercrush.
One, later one.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos are going to get it at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here we go, D. Hey, check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Watch the backer. Jim.
What? Squeeze.
Flare.
Snap.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke steps away to his left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receiver, let them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, Delta.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he comes back with one complete. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Here's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. And they'll throw with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.